everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're just tuning in, my name is Melinda and I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay. My username on those platforms, including Instagram, is Tailored and Teal. Today I have a what sold video for you. These are sales from June 1st until June 15th. And as always, we start on Mercari first. So on Mercari, we had 6 sales. First up is a matrix puzzle. This was a very small cube puzzle. It was maybe like 100 pieces. I got it as a Christmas gift a few years ago, never even opened it, so it sold for $6. Next up we have an I Heart Ragdolls resin block. This was part of my mom's collection and it sold for $7. Also had a Disney No Worries tank top. This was a size XXL, I believe. It felt like it was new without tags, so that is how I titled it, and it sold for $11. Next, we have an Ava and Viv striped coral dress, perfect for the summer, and it sold for $12. Then I sold a pair of Rag & Bone distressed skinny jeans. These actually came from the Real, and I purchased a few different jeans when they were having like a $30 credit that you could shop with, and almost every single pair of the jeans were flawed in some way. So these particular jeans had like teeny tiny little stitching, like there was a hole or something in the inner thigh area. I disclosed it. Someone sent me an offer for $51 and I absolutely accepted. And then last on Mercari was a pair of glider ninja leggings. These had these cool cutout detail on the side of the legs, and they actually sold in about 2 hours. They sold for $23. So total on Mercari was $110. There was an $11 fee because they take 10%, giving me a total of $99 and an average sales price of $16.50. All right, moving on to Poshmark. I do have my laptop over here, so if you see me looking in this direction, that is why. So first up, we have a new with tags Myra bag upcycled Hori crossbody small purse. So I purchased this off of ThredUp. This was not an outlet item. This was in their normal sale items. I do believe I had a discount code or something like that, but I recognized this purse right away. I've sold another purse from this brand. It sold really quickly and it sold for decent money. Unfortunately, I purchased this one pretty high because the price point for the items that I bundled together, it didn't break down so well. However, I still made a profit, but it did sell for $20 and it was a relatively small purse, so it's probably like that big. All right, next up is an LL Bean vented nylon plaid long sleeve top. This would have been perfect for outdoor hiking or camping or something like that with the outdoors. And I actually thought that it would go quicker than what it did because it was a size extra large and it was vented in the back. However, it did sell for $15. Next is a Rockin' Republic distressed long sleeve open knit sweater. This I actually purchased for myself at a thrift store while sourcing. I let it sit in my closet for about 5 months, never wore it, so I decided to list it, and it sold relatively quickly for $15. Next is a Vince Camuto Loris lace smoking slipper flats. Whew, that's their name. That's what they're called. It's a very long name. These were in great condition, beautiful, beautiful print with the lace and the nude underneath, and they sold for full asking price of $35. Then there was an R&K Originals floral smocked back sheath dress. That was very hard to say, sheath dress. It sold for $12. Next is a pair of Tommy Hilfiger striped cotton linen blend shorts. These I picked up in probably one of my first thrift store trips of trying to resell and flip items. These sat in my closet for over a year. They were a size 4 and they finally sold for $12. Next is an Adriana Papel Art School pin tuck front dress. This was given to me in a Mercari lot that I purchased, mostly dresses, and it had new with tags, but yet it had some makeup around the collar, so I actually removed the tags, washed it. Thankfully, all this stuff came out. It sold for $20, and that was an offer that someone sent to me. Next is a new with tags Universal Thread Brielle Brown riding boots. Again, part of my liquidation lot that I purchased from bulk. It sold for $16, and I believe that's the last pair of those type of boots that I have, so I was happy to see them go. Then we have a pair of J. Crew Retro Sunblock Print Pattern shorts. These shorts were almost brand new, like the pockets were still sewn together up front. It didn't feel like they were ever washed. It was an older style, but it was still a really cute retro print to it, and they sold for $13. Also, if you hear little clippity-cloppities up and down the hallway, my dogs are walking back and forth, so that's what they do. They always have to be near me, it seems. All right, next is a new with tags Lady Hagen or Hagen Moisture Wicking Color Block Skirt. So these had the shorts underneath and then the skirt around, or the skirt around it. And I purchased these from ThredUp, and they sold for a full asking price of $30. Next is a cool KUHL olive green Duracool stretch canvas skirt. I do think that this was an older style. However, it still had a lot of potential in it, especially for people who are outside doing activities like hiking, camping, and walking, athleisure kind of thing. So this sold in a day or two, and it sold for full asking price of $22. So very exciting. Then there was a new with tags Poof Girl, not to be confused with Free People if you look at the tag. It was soft and cozy embroidered romper. It had this beautiful floral embroidery down the front, super soft material, and it sold for full asking price of $16. Then there's a Patagonia Men's AC Organic Cotton Plaid Button-Up. This sold for $20, and that was an offer I sent to the customer. I honestly thought that this would go quicker because it's a good size large, perfect for summer, but it did finally sell, and I'm happy for that. Next is a pair of Polo by Ralph Lauren Black Classic Stretch Jeans. These were given to me for free. They were a little bit of an older style, not really vintage, so the size kind of ran small, which I did notate that, and they sold for $15, which is an offer that I sent the customer. Next is an Anthropologie Vanessa Virginia off-the-shoulder fish print top. This thing was really quirky and really fun to look at. So it had like off the shoulder, but it was elasticy, and then it had crisscross in the back, and then it had these little spaghetti straps, and it was a silk blend. So someone did send me an offer for $17. I think I had it listed for $30, but I took it. I took the $17. Took it, ran. Finally, my upcycled St. John skirt that I got in my last ThredUp denim rescue box. If you didn't watch that video, I'll link it down below. I did a little do-it-yourself ombre bleach project, and I took you guys along on the ride, and it came out really cool. So it did sell for $10, but you know what? It was St. John's, and I didn't get it for that much money because it was in that ThredUp lot, so I'm okay with that too. And the last thing is one of my favorite things that I found on ThredUp. This was actually in their outlet center too, so they were looking to get rid of it. It is Wild Fang, yes, queen, yes. Zip up bomber jacket. This retailed on their site when it was active for $80. Just a fun, quirky jacket, nice condition, and it sold for $25. So overall, really pleased with Poshmark this past 2 weeks. I've had a lot of full price sales, and yeah, it comes and goes because I haven't had a sale on Poshmark in the last 4 days. So ebbs and flows, ebbs and flows. All right, so on Poshmark, I had 17 sales, $313 in sales, $67.12 in fees, and shipping discounts. I only gave out one shipping discount this time, giving me a total of $245.88 with an average sales price of $18.41. All right, moving on to eBay, we had 24 sales. This first one was a doozy. So my mom collects Raggedy Ann and Andy, if you didn't know, if you haven't watched my previous videos, and she was looking to downsize in her house. So she gave me these ginormous Raggedy Ann and Andy life-size dolls, essentially. They're Danbury mint. They were still in the boxes, never removed. I had these listed for, I don't remember actually, but someone sent me a pretty low offer on both of them. So she sent me a $20 offer on both, so $40 total. And she messaged me and she said, look, I'm willing to purchase both of them, and that's why I sent you such a low offer, because I know that the shipping will be expensive. And she was right. So these were pretty massive. They were about the box was like 25 inches long. They were pretty thick. So what I had to do is I had to Frankenbox some boxes together. And if you don't know what Frankenbox is, it basically means stick some boxes together, tape it, and hope that it gets there safe, basically. So that's what I did with these two items. Thankfully, she was fine with paying, I think it was $50 I charged her in shipping. These had to go in 2 different packages via FedEx, and honestly, I never want to do it again. It took me like a good 2 hours to figure it all out, to make sure I had boxes, to fit boxes together, to pack it up nicely. Then I had to label the boxes so that the boxes would stay upright, so that they wouldn't flop around. And yeah, I don't want to do that again. So I'm very happy with getting rid of these dolls. So next up is a Bowden lightweight tunic dress, or it could have been a cover up. Really pretty pink coloring, like with a geometric pattern, and it had crochet detail as well. And it sold for $17. Next is a J. Crew Factory Aztec elastic waist drawstring linen pants. These actually had a spot on the back of them, which I did stain treat once. I completely messed up my listing. So usually when I cross list from Poshmark, so I go from Poshmark to Mercari to eBay, and I will copy and paste basically the same description. Well, I forgot to copy the description in my eBay listing. So this lady purchased them for $12, and I messaged her and I said, I'm so sorry, I did not mention, or I forgot to copy and paste, blah, blah, blah. And she asked me where the stain was, and I told her, and I said, if you are unsatisfied, please let me know. I will pay for the shipping for it to come back, and I will give you your money back, no problem. Well, it's been 2 weeks now. She hasn't said anything. So I do offer 30-day returns, so we'll see. Another J. Crew item, basically on the same day, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, same day. This was a J. Crew tie sleeve popover blouse, size large. It had a floral daisy print to it. So this sold for $14. Then there was a Toad & Co. black stretch sidekick jegging, size large, great condition, and they sold for full asking price of $29.99. Then there was a New With Tags stylish pink knotted front padded swimsuit top. This was a size medium, but the straps in the back could be adjustable, and it sold for $13. Next up, part of my own DVD collection, trying to get rid of and downsize some. It's the Sarah Silverman season 1 of her show, and it sold for $5.99. Then there was a New With Tags Mason Jewels gingham peplum tank top. This thing was super cute and was a great size, an extra large. It did have a little bit of discoloration on one of the straps in the back, which I did notate. I circled it and everything, and it still sold for $16.15. Next is a Charlotte Russe glitter mesh overlay mock neck blouse. So this was a tank top underneath and then a mesh overlay on top. Great condition. However, Charlotte Russe doesn't retail for much, so it's not going to sell for much. So it did sell for $10. Next was a New With Tags Buffalo David Bitton flocked Graffiti Graffiti men's t-shirt. This sold for $12 and it actually went to the United Kingdom. Then there was an Anthropologie 11Z's wide leg eyelet cropped pant. Excellent condition, beautiful, beautiful pair of pants, and they sold for $27. Next was a new with tags, Liz Claiborne Sloan Fit ankle pant. This had like a satiny feel to it. The customer reached out to me and she said, I'm hoping you'll accept my offer of $15. You never know with buying things online. I don't know if it's actually going to fit, which I did accept her offer. And I also told her if it doesn't fit, I do offer returns. The buyer just has to pay for the cost of shipping to ship it back. And I haven't heard anything since. So hopefully they worked out for her. Then there was a gold plated, not lock buckle, black elastic waist belt. So I think that this was vintage just off of the style and the condition of the belt buckle itself. And it sold for $14. Next was a Lucky Brand Aztec linen cotton blend tote bag. If you watched my video about cleaning purses, you'll remember this one was disgusting on the inside. I didn't get out the ink stains, but I did note them, and this sold within a few days of listing as $17.99. Then there was a vintage JM pink boho crocheted peasant blouse. So this had a lot of great crochet on it. It was kind of like a canvasy material, very thick, but it had a lot of flaws to the fabric. So there were marks everywhere, some staining. So I didn't want to just donate it because I thought that it was someone would really enjoy it and it could maybe be used for a craft project like tie-dyeing or something. So I accepted an offer of $9, and the feedback that I received said it was even better than described, and I'm so happy to be saving this crochet. So she must be using it for crafts of some sort. Next is this blue and white viscose floral cocoon wrap. It sold for $20, and thank you so much to this subscriber that told me to use the keyword cocoon because that did work, so thank you so much. And I will definitely keep my eyes out for cocoon wraps because it seemed like this had a lot of interest on Poshmark and on eBay, so I'll look out for those in the store. Next, we have an Athleta Speedlight Red Ruched Racerback Athletic Tank Top. This I purchased in a 5 for $25 or a name your price sale deal on Poshmark, and it sold for $18. Next is a Smart Wool Purple Knitted Beanie. That's right, a beanie in June. And it went to California too. And it sold for full asking price of $19.99. Next was a pair of Flax by Jean Engelhardt capri cropped blue pants, elastic waist, size small. So I was having a pretty dry sales day, actually 2 days worth of no sales on eBay. So I was panicking a little bit, but so I accepted a low offer of $15 on this flax capris. I probably could have gotten more, but sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet, take the lower offer, and within minutes I got another sale, $22. It was a Vineyard Vines Aztec print athletic tennis or golf skirt. So I had, 2 back-to-back sales. And like I said, sometimes you just have to take those lower offers to get the algorithm moving. Then we had a monkey pod pineapple dish or bowl made in Waikiki in Hawaii. And this sold for $14. And the person left me a note saying, I'd like to receive this before Father's Day because I'm having a tiki themed luncheon, which I thought was adorable. So I made sure to ship that out as fast as I could. Next, we have a Shira Leah Chicago V-neck split hem tunic. This did not have a size in it, but I did my best to approximate the measurements and the size, and it ran to be about a medium, and it sold for $9. I accepted this low offer because number one, I wasn't 100% sure of the size, and number two, I've had it listed for a year. Then we have a Lane Bryant Paisley floral embroidered V-neck tank top. This was a size 18. It was in beautiful condition except one of the straps was twisted, and I have no idea how that could even happen. I tried to untwist it myself. So the lady sent me an offer I sent her this offer of $13.50. She got it in the mail. She messaged me immediately and said, I love this tank top. I'm so excited to wear it. I'm going to take it to my tailor to see if they can just turn that strap around and everything will be good. So I didn't even think about doing that, or even I can sew myself. I never thought about, unsewing it and correcting it, but lesson learned for the next time. I probably could have gotten more money for it. Next is a Banana Republic Factory Tropical Leaf split neck tank top. This had a really tiny flaw, a little stain on the collar, and it sold for full asking price of $17.99, and it went to England. I love international sales and international buyers. They're usually very nice. They're excited to get something that they can't buy in their own country, and I just think it's fascinating to see where my items end up in the world. So for eBay, we had $402.60 in sales, $53.75 in fees, giving me a total of $348.85 and an average sales price of $16.78. And then total of everything, we had $825.60 in sales. We had $131.87 in fees and shipping discounts, giving me a total of $693.73. And I decided to do a little something special for you. I included my cost of goods in these numbers. So my cost of goods for all of these sales were $169.55, giving me a net profit, so what I'm taking home, potentially putting in my bank account, of $524.18. Now, the inventory, I equaled it out because some of it was free and some of it I paid up for, but it still equaled out to $3.61 per piece, which is right about where my normal average would be. Very happy with those sales. Looking forward to the rest of June and the rest of summer, hopefully. I know with everything that's going on with COVID and coronavirus, a lot of people are still quarantined, either self-quarantine or just not wanting to go out into the world, or their stores aren't open. So keep listing, keep doing what you do, and hopefully the sales will come for you too. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like what you watch, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments, please leave them below. I always answer every single one of them. And don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more reselling content. I do put out videos once a week. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!